Hello, all the wonderful souls out there. This is Alexandra speaking. I hope you are well. Today I'm going to make a hero's journey spread. The concept by Xiaorong, I think. I know this concept through Magdalena, Wolf of Coins. Thank you very much, Magdalena, for sharing this with all your viewers. I absolutely love this spread. I know Magdalena knows it from Mnomqua blog, and there I can see that the copyright belongs to Xiaorong. So this is the original author of this spread. I use it also for individual work, but this autumn, I want to make 4 spreads for 4 elements. We are all the mixture of elements, so I think many of you will find traces and pieces of your journey in all the spreads, all the elements. But of course you can choose one that suits you best. These stories are really, really interesting, so I hope you're gonna enjoy. So there's gonna be 4 spreads, one for air. I will start with air because we are in Libra season. Then I will commence with water, then fire, and finally earth. This is a limited time spread, I think, although I believe that whenever you watch the spread, it's good for you if it resonates. But generally I wanted it to be for next few months, let's say 3 months. Let's say it's for autumn and perhaps also midwinter season. But not longer, definitely not longer. And not shorter. I don't think it's a short time reading. I think it's for a few months. All right. So choose your element or choose all elements you want, and let's begin. Hello. Let's see what's the message from air element. And for the air element, I'm using beautiful Starman Tarot. I'm going to shuffle it a bit. I need 4 cards from this. For all spreads, I will also use the Oracle of Angels and Ancestors. That's one thing. And the other tarot deck, which is Santa Muerte, that I love very much. So let's see, what is the message from air? We will begin with the first card, which is called the Hero. And this is the beginning of the journey. It answers the question, who are you at the beginning of your journey? So let's see, for the air element, who are you at the beginning of your journey? Who are you at the beginning of your journey? Who are you at the beginning of your journey? There goes this one. The second card is answering the question, what is the conscious purpose of your journey? And this position is called the quest. So that's the second one. Then we move to darker phase, a temporary darker phase of this reading. It's called Refusal of the Call. And it's the reason why you're afraid of, what are you afraid of, or why you are afraid to seek out what you desire. The fourth card is your guide. Who or what will guide you on your journey? Air element. Who or what will guide you on your journey? The fifth card is called the fifth position. is called A Road of Trials. The lessons for you to learn, what you need to go through. What you need to go through, the lessons for you to learn on that journey of Earth element. And we continue with the darker theme, the dragon. What's the greatest obstacle on the road? The 7th position is the death. What you have to leave behind. What you have to leave behind. What is that? You have to leave behind. So that's the dark passage. I think this hero's journey is quite present and well known in popular culture. The theme of hero's journey. Now, position 8 is new knowledge. What new wisdom and power will you obtain on your journey? What new wisdom or power you will obtain on your journey? Number 9 is called the boon. Boon, what you will take back with you to share with others. What do you take back with you to share with others? And the last one is the hero returned. The hero returned. Who you come back as from your journey. Our message. Who comes back from the journey? All right. Now let's see. What do we have here? I hope all cards are visible. Yeah, the light is on. All right. So you begin as the Lovers. So someone standing in front of an important choice. That's what the Lovers are. It is the time on our Fool's journey in Tarot and Major Arcana when we need to decide and take full responsibility for our decisions. And the decision may be tough, and it usually is very important and fruitful, and it has repercussions to all our life that comes after that. And there is always a question, what do you love? Because the cards is called the Lovers. So what does your heart tell you when you need to make a decision? What is your heart telling you? What is this warmth you may feel in your heart? So it's like you're standing on a crossroads at the beginning of your journey, asking yourself, where do I want to go? Which one do I want to choose? This is also the Gemini card, so you may have dubious mind, a lighter and darker side, and not really sure which one you are. So the path may be about integration of these two halves. We'll see. That's you at the beginning of the journey. Now, what is the quest? What is the conscious purpose of your journey? 7 of Swords, wow. So the conscious purpose, you can see there is act of stealing here. So perhaps the quest is to do something that is smart, but also on a very thin line between what's ethical and what's not, or what's right and what's not. Perhaps that's the choice that you need to make, whether you want to go the easy way or the more difficult way. 7 of Swords is very often about not being able to make a decision and postponing a decision. When you look at the classical picture of 7 of Swords in Rider-Waite-Smith canon, you can see a person moving out with 5 swords, and leaving 2 behind, but not really sure if he or she wants to leave it. Because these two swords represent choice. So this is not being able to make a difficult choice. So the question is, what's the quest? Is it the path that will lead you to making this final decision and to really standing face to face with the decision you have to make? Or is it about taking an easy path, a shortcut? Because 7 of Swords is sometimes a shortcut in something. Perhaps an easy way that nobody thought about previously. It doesn't have to be wrong. It doesn't have to be unethical. But it may be on a verge. It may be questionable. It may be unpopular. Not really convincing to majority of people. Okay? So that's the conscious quest. Doing something perhaps sneaky, perhaps smart. The third card, refusal of the call. The reason why you're afraid to seek out what you desire. 2 of Cups. Well, the theme of love returns. It's sometimes people say this is the lighter version of the Lover's card of the Major Arcana. I don't agree with this. I think 2 of Cups is more about partnership. So there may be something in this quest you are on that will probably be difficult to your partner, whether it's a work partner, love partner, or any other kind of partner, anyone or anything you share your love with, you share your compassion with, anyone that touches your heart. So whatever you're doing, whatever quest this is, I think it's a part of this, or the choice you have to make is a little bit against partnership, a little bit against what other people consider as love, as being loved or loving someone. It may be against this. That's why it's so difficult, I think. Because you may be perceived as someone who is treacherous or is doing something against the greater good of 2 people. You may be called selfish by doing this. That's interesting. That's very interesting. We'll see. Where does it lead us? Who is our guide? Who or what will guide you? Spring. This is a rabbit or hare. Is that how you call it? Spring, let's see. The message here is embrace the change that is on the horizon. Allow your dreams to become reality. See your seeds grow in general. So you may observe how something that you sow is now growing. Spring is an exciting time because it has so much potential. Animals are coming out of hibernation, flowers are pushing up through the soil, and the days are getting lighter and brighter. The spring card features a wild hare because in Celtic animal medicine, the hare brings intuition and rebirth. Hares are highly fertile beings, and so their medicine can bring dreams to life. And the extended message goes like this: you are ready to bring to life all of your ideas, inspirations, and projects. When this card appears, you are moving into a space that allows you to really grow, expand, and create in a way you've never done before. There are opportunities for abundance, including financial growth, and if you're starting something new, prepare for a major expansion in your life and soul. When the spring card arrives in the future position, of a split? Well, it doesn't here. So we have this hair moving very quickly and not really thinking about his or her deeds and choices. It's just life. It's just the will to live, to multiply, I think. So there may be something very primal about this need and about this choice. I think it may be hasty, because this is your guide, doing things quickly, being quick, being also without doubts, without second thoughts. There's something very fresh about this hair and spring card. All right. Road of Trials. The lessons for you to learn, and what do you need to go through? Let's see. Four of Wands. That's not a very difficult lesson, I would say, but perhaps this is something that keeps you in one place, because this is the stability, right? Four of Wands is some kind of hearth, some kind of sanctuary. Generally, fours are about closed places, about boundaries, about foundations. And this is a happy foundation, but it may seem like a prison to you, I think. It may seem like a boring thing, like a necessary stop in your journey, but still you need to go through it. You need to go through first stages of some projects, and also stopping in a way, having a breath, letting yourself rest on a way. Perhaps you want to be very quick and unstoppable, and there comes some kind of frame that puts you in one place and doesn't enable you to move forward very quickly. So there's kind of obstacle, I think. It doesn't have to be an unpleasant thing, but still, it stands in your way. What's the dragon? The greatest obstacle to overcome? Here comes Hermit. And Hermit is alone. Hermit is a loner. So there may be a situation that you are alone, that you need to make a decision on your own. Perhaps your decision, whatever it is, will put you in a place of loneliness, some kind of emptiness, because Hermit is someone who goes to a deserted place and is alone with his thoughts, with his feelings. Hermit is always the person who asks questions to himself, to herself. This may also be another person, doesn't necessarily is you. It can be that loved one, the one you need to choose or the one you need to abandon. Because when I look at this reading as a whole, there's something you need to do in spite of love. Because love is something that is keeping you in place. But on the other hand, you want to maintain, or you are asked to learn how to maintain stability amidst difficult choices. So this dragon of loneliness is something that awaits you, and it may be about your own loneliness, but it also may be about the wall of loneliness that someone is surrounded by. It may be a wall to dismantle that is around someone else. This can also be a difficult task. So I think so far, this reading is very much about maintaining stability and integrity when you are not alone, when you are in fact with someone, with partner. How to be yourself, not dissolve yourself in a way in another person, but still be yourself, but also give love and receive love. Let's see, what's the death? What do you have to leave behind? What needs to be left behind? Yeah, 7 of Wands. I will put the light on. Yeah, now it's better. 7 of Wands. It's about being brave. About, I don't know why, but I hear proud. You need to leave your pride behind. Your inextinguishable and unshakable conviction about your truth, about what you think is right. But I don't think it's about what's really important in life. I feel this is more about leaving, as I said, convictions. Convictions are not you. Your opinions are not you. And being fixed to them too much isn't healthy. It's another 7, by the way. So you need to assess during this journey, and this is what puts a question mark in your mind. Is it worthy? What it's worth, really? What are my priorities in life? And am I ready to leave or to sacrifice something for greater thing? What's this greater thing? Is it love? Is it you? Is it yourself? Is it your opinion? Is it your conviction? Or is it being with someone else? Sharing love? Creating stability in life? This is you being on top and being defensive about something. And sure, you'll win. You will win in this situation. But perhaps what you need to leave behind is winning every time, over and over again. Winning every quarrel. Destroying every obstacle. No matter who stands behind the so-called obstacle. It's about leaving this hill, going down a little bit, to meet someone down there and to talk, not to fight, to talk. Not being so selfish, perhaps, not being so ego-centered, being more open to someone. Let's see, because this is the dark period. Now we come to the brighter side, to the end of the journey. What is the new knowledge? What is the new wisdom and power that you will obtain on your journey? 4 of Swords. So there is this stability, and this is in the realm of mind. This is a meditative energy. You're like Buddha here. You're in between difficult times, because 4 of Swords comes after 3 of Swords, which is a hard recognition of a problem. And it comes before 5 of Swords, which is about fear and fighting and a lose-lose situation, perhaps. Now you gain strength in your mind, in this peaceful place you can create. So the power to master your mind, not to let thoughts decide for you, but being the one who decides which thoughts. Well, whose thoughts? I wanted to say it. I don't know why, but yeah, that's the way memes work. They are thoughts of someone else, and they may infect you or not. So you decide whose and which thoughts reside in your mind, which thoughts prevail, Which thoughts focus your journey, focus your mind? Which thoughts show you the direction and which are not needed? This is like being in the eye of cyclone. Many things are happening around, but you are here centered with yourself in a healthy manner. I think it is also the ability to regenerate in difficult times, the ability to heal by soothing your mind down, calming your mind down, and being very precise in choosing what is the content of my mind. What do I focus on in my mind? Great thing to acquire. What is your boon? What you will take back with you to share with others? 8 of Pentacles. That's nice. And this is the first Pentacle card in this reading, so it's interesting how the journey transcribes into everyday work, because 8 of Pentacles is about everyday work. It's about being practical, being innovative in everyday life. This is how you create greater things, by adding little things, one by one by one by one, day after day after day. It's like a spider's web. I like this comparison to 8 of Pentacles. When you see spider's web, you see a very intricate construction, but it's very simple in a way. It's built by single strings arranged in a repetitive pattern. And that's how you create mastery in things, by doing things over and over and over again. Repeating, being consistent in it. Also planning. In order to build this construction, in order for it to be ready in December, I need to start now, in the beginning of October, for example, because I need these 11 weeks in order to create it. And this is the plan. That's what you bring with you. That's what you take back with you from the journey. Ability to plan. And there is progress from 7s here to 8, which is more about being in the right place and the right time. It's about space-time. Every 8 is about space-time. It's infinity, by the way, right? 8 on lying on the side is infinity symbol. So this is how structure of space and time transcribes into infinity. By little steps you make every day, by little choices you make every day. Okay? And the final card, the Hero returned. Who you come back as from the journey? Oh, I love this card. It's so much resilient, you know. When I look at these cards, they are floating in a way. Or fleeting even. 7 of Swords, you see this thief escaping with something. You have the spring, this hare, running, jumping, being very quick. And as a result of this, as a counterpoint almost, this energy, this more stable energy appears of 8 of Pentacles and a stag. Trust and thrive. Let us see what's the message from the stag. Come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. The stag card brings graceful and powerful medicine into your life. In the Celtic traditions, the stag, with his crown of antlers, is known as the king of the forest and is a totem that brings protection in challenging times. In Native American traditions, he is greatly loved, for stags and deer have provided food for the people and materials that have allowed them to create medicine items such as drums, rattles, and smudge fans. Although the stag has been hunted in the past and still is, he has strength, dignity, and poise. When this card arises, it can also represent fertility and sexuality. Well, we have two sexual cards here, Spring and Stag. That also may be an indication of something for some of you. Maybe an opportunity to explore your sexual side with your spiritual integrity supporting you on that journey. An extended message goes like this. You have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strength, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. It's interesting, in the light of Seven of Wands that you need to leave behind. You're not a leader in Seven of Wands because you are separated. You are alone. So this may be about, as I said, coming down to people, hearing what they need, what they have to say. Not only being centered on yourself, but hearing and listening to people. That's what makes you a great leader in reality. Let's continue. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the Antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive, onwards and upwards. So if you want to go up, you need to go down first. That's the main meaning I see here in the end of the journey. So that was the message from Air Element. I hope it resonates with you. As I said, we are all a mixture of all elements. So stick with what resonates with you, check other elements, and choose what suits you best. I wish you a wonderful autumn, wonderful fall, and see you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.